Recent headlines are filled with disturbing stories about alleged secret networks of ritualistic abuse among Israel's elite. These claims are shocking, painting a picture of powerful figures preying on children in hidden, organized cults. The narrative spreads quickly online, fueled by fear and distrust of authority. This isn't a new phenomenon. Similar panics have erupted in other countries for decades, always following a familiar pattern. A few alarming allegations surface, then spiral into widespread fear, amplified by social media and sensational news. The idea of a hidden evil targeting children taps into our deepest anxieties and protective instincts. In Israel, the latest wave of allegations has polarized the public. Some believe a massive cover-up is underway, while others urge caution, recalling past panics that proved baseless. The challenge is to separate credible evidence from rumor, and to listen to real survivors while questioning sensational claims. We must recognize that child abuse is a real and devastating problem, but not all stories of vast conspiracies are grounded in fact. Navigating this landscape requires critical thinking and empathy. Our goal to find the truth and protect the truly vulnerable. This journey is about understanding where reality ends and panic begins. Let's examine how these stories take hold and what's actually at stake. So, what exactly is satanic ritual abuse, or SRA? SRA refers to claims of secret, organized cults that worship Satan and systematically abuse children as part of their rituals. These stories often include graphic details, rituals, sacrifices, and brainwashing, painting a picture of absolute evil. The fear is powerful because it suggests a hidden war against the innocent, orchestrated by those in power. SRA narratives go beyond individual abuse, alleging vast conspiracies that corrupt trusted institutions. It's important to distinguish these claims from real, documented abuse in religious or community settings. While child abuse in institutions is tragically real, the specific elements of SRA, organized satanic worship, human sacrifice, have never been substantiated. Keeping this distinction clear is vital as we examine the evidence. Not all abuse is part of a conspiracy, and not all conspiracies are real. Let's look at what's actually happening in Israel. Recently, the Israeli Knesset heard powerful testimony from women in religious communities about childhood sexual abuse. Their stories were harrowing. Abuse by trusted individuals, often hidden by silence and taboo. These survivors described real trauma, inflicted by people exploiting positions of authority. Their experiences are not about satanic cults or secret rituals, but about familiar, devastating abuse within closed communities. The pain and courage of these women highlight the urgent need for justice and protection for children. These are the cases that demand our attention: specific individuals, verifiable events, and lifelong trauma. Supporting these survivors and prosecuting real perpetrators is where the true fight against child abuse lies. Their voices are a call to action, not a conspiracy theory. We must listen, believe, and respond with concrete steps to prevent future abuse. The reality is painful, but it's one we have a moral obligation to confront. Let's focus on the real victims and the real solutions. When we compare survivor testimonies to SRA claims, the difference is clear. Real cases involve specific abusers and evidence. SRA alleges vast conspiracies with no physical proof. Decades of investigations, in Israel, the UK, the US, and beyond, have found no evidence of organized satanic cults committing ritual abuse. No bodies, no forensic traces, no missing persons linked to these alleged networks. The absence of evidence is striking, given the scale of the crimes alleged. Real abuse cases have victims, perpetrators, and documentation. SRA stories remain unproven, conflating the two harms real survivors by burying their calls for justice under sensationalism. We must focus on facts, not fantasy. The truth matters, for victims, for justice, and for society. If there's no evidence for these conspiracies, why do the stories persist? Research shows many SRA allegations emerged from recovered memories during suggestive therapy, not from continuous recollection. Memory is fragile and can be shaped by leading questions, hypnosis, or guided imagery. Well-documented cases show how people can come to believe in horrific events that never happened, often due to therapeutic suggestion. This doesn't mean all recovered memories are false, but the link between certain therapy techniques and SRA stories is clear. Most SRA claims stem from memories created, not recalled. Understanding the fragility of memory helps explain how terrifying, baseless stories can feel so real. Critical thinking is essential to separate fact from fiction. Sensational conspiracy theories about SRA aren't harmless, they hurt real survivors of abuse. When attention shifts to chasing unproven cults, real cases get sidelined and genuine victims risk being doubted or ignored. Mixing real abuse with debunked conspiracies creates confusion and skepticism, making it harder for survivors to be believed. Innocent people have been falsely accused and lives destroyed during past panics. We must learn from these mistakes and focus on evidence, not rumor. Justice means supporting real survivors, investigating real crimes, and holding perpetrators accountable. We need diligent police work, rigorous research, and healthy skepticism toward viral rumors. The best way to protect children is to confront the documented reality of abuse, not chase shadows. Let's honor victims by focusing on truth and real solutions. Only then can we truly protect the vulnerable.